So I saw them in the library and I was like, yes. But since I don't have any money, I checked it out from the library. We're doing a library haul. There might just be Yuki purring in the background throughout this video. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's like aggressively purring. If that bothers you, you can leave. Your boy got a library card. That's good for a couple reasons. One, get a library card. Support your local library. It actually gives them more funding, the more people who have library cards. So get a library card, even if you're not going to use it, because then the library gets more funding. Also, reading is fun. Also, most libraries have a system where you can like check out ebooks and audiobooks on your phone. So, pro tip.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Pro tip. Pro tip.
Pro tip. Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Stop saying pro tip.
Just get a library card. That's the first reason it's good. Second reason, I have not been able to read consistently for about a decade because depression, it's a bitch. Depression's a bitch. And when I was younger, I would read a lot. Like I would be able to sit down and read like 3 chapter books in a day, like as a 9-year-old. Your boy was a voracious reader, and it is something that brought me a lot of joy. Recently, I have been able to read more. Not as much as I could read when I was a kid, but I think I've read like 6 books this month, which isn't really that many, but is a lot for me, who has maybe read 2 books in a year since I like turned into a teenager. I feel like school books don't really count, but even then, including school books, it probably wasn't even more than 6. So I have read more this month than I had in an entire year back when I was a lot more depressed. I'm still depressed. I still have depression, but coming out of autistic burnout, so great. You're a lot less depressed. We're doing a library haul. I got so many books and I'm so happy. First series, or first set of books, I guess. We got these bad boys. This one, and this one, and this one. I think I showed those out of order. I read Fangirl when it came out and then was in the depression hole when these books came out, but I really loved Fangirl and it was so good. And like I've heard really good things about these books too. So I saw them in the library and I was like, yes, give me the gay romance of my dreams. Also, side note, there are so many more queer books like in 2022 than there were in like 2010. Like the sheer amount of gay shit is glorious. I'm so happy. So yes, I have this trilogy to read. I have not read it yet. I will probably be making a video about it. Next, I was a Percy Jackson kid through and through. Rick Riordan was my only role model in life. So I got 1, 2, 3. I got the first 3 Trials of Apollo books. Very, very excited. I actually work with Apollo, like, as a deity. I find that, like, the Greek gods in these books aren't really, like, what, like, I've experienced them as, but that doesn't, like, really matter. It's just a story. So, very, 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 very excited about these, because, again, they came out after I fell into the hole. The whole being depression. I love Rick Riordan. I've read all the Percy Jackson books twice. I've read the Kane Chronicles like 3 times, I think. I think I've read all of the Heroes of Olympus books, but I only read them once. And again, it came out like right as I was starting to fall into the depression hole. Very excited for Trials of Apollo. I don't even know who's in it. I don't even know what they're about, but I'm like, Uncle Rick wrote them. I will read them. Next, I got the first Heroes of Olympus book. I have read this. I don't really remember it. I remember The Lost Hero probably the best, and also kind of The Son of Neptune. The books after that, I don't really remember, kind of blocked them out. Well, I didn't block the books out specifically, but that time in my life is just kind of really hazy. So, got the first one of this. I'm going to be rereading this series. Very, very excited, because again, I've only read this once. So I'm excited to be, like, rereading this series and hopefully remembering the last couple books a little bit better. Okay, next. I'm still on my Rick Riordan BS because I got the first 3 Magnus Chase books on CD. There's a CD player over there. Have been listening to them while I do my chores. Absolutely phenomenal. Uncle Rick does not disappoint. In love with these. I don't know if I'm going to make videos about, like, all of these books. It's a possibility. It's something I could do. Let me know if you're interested, if you want me to talk about the Magnus Chase books. I just make videos about things that are especially striking to me. These aren't especially striking to me so far, but I know they do have a gender fluid character and I am gender fluid, so we don't know. Like I said, lots more gay stuff since like the 2010s, like so much. I'm so happy about it. Next, I've already read this one and I will be making a video about it, possibly a video comparing it to the movie, because Howl's Moving Castle, this book is phenomenal. It's hilarious. It's so freaking funny. Diana Wynne Jones, hilarious. Howl is so much more of a drama queen. Sophie takes no crap off of anybody, and it's just so lovely. Also, Markle, the little kid in the movie, he's a teenager in this, and he's a person of color, and he has his own very, very cute little love story. It's such a good book. I enjoyed it. Apparently there are sequels, so I checked those out as ebooks, and I will be reading those too. Absolutely in love with this book. I'm probably going to buy a copy of it when I have more money, but since I don't have any money, I checked it out from the library, because that's what the library's for. Next, if you must know, I am a plant bitch. There's actually a plant right here. Say hello. There's also a plant over there, and I have a terrarium in the living room. I love plants. I love plants. I work a lot with plants in my spiritual practice. You could probably call me a green witch. I don't really like to label my spirituality. Like, I don't like to label my sexuality. Wow. It's come full circle. So, I got the Entangled Life, and I know fungi aren't plants, but very, very excited to read this. I've heard good things about it. Excited to read it, even though it's written by a man. I just don't really like science books that are written by men. They're uninspiring. They come off as like very full of themselves in their writing. I just don't love science books written by men, but I'm giving this one a try. Cause look at that little guy. I don't think he can steer me wrong, you know? But generally, I don't love science books written by men. I used to not be really into nonfiction as a kid, probably because I was learning so much in school, and I would fall down like research rabbit holes like on the internet, and I watched a lot of Animal Planet, so there wasn't like a lot of need for like nonfiction books in my life. But there's not really like a planet like you can, there's not like there's probably like documentaries and stuff to watch, but I don't know what to like search for when I'm like, oh yeah, I want to learn more about plants. Like I'm not sure like what to Google search for. I could probably like put in the brain power to figure out what to search for, but I don't have to because I have these books. Next, we have the National Geographic Guide to Trees of North America. It's mostly just like pictures of the trees and like what their leaves look like. I'm sorry, hello? Your boy's gonna get so good at identifying trees. I'm gonna go on a walk. Oh my god. So I live in Utah, and in the fall, the leaves on the trees in the mountains change before the leaves on the trees like down here do. And so like early fall, you drive up into the mountains, breathtaking views of just so many gorgeous trees. I'm gonna take this on a drive up into the mountains and identify all the trees. We now interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you cats. Kiki wants to be let in. You say hi? Yeah. Say hi to the camera. This is Kiki, he's a little man. I'm a little scarecrow. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Okay. Sorry, buddy. He just walks out. He says no. Yuki, come here. Come here, baby. Can you say hi? Say hi. Say hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. My name's Yuki, and I am so cute, even though I'm an old lady. You kitty. Hope you enjoyed that brief cat break. Now, let's continue with the library haul. I have another plant book, and this one is also written by a man. One of the only reasons I got it, because like it's old, it looks old as hell. It tells you how to draw plants in like a field journal, and how to get down like the necessary identifying characteristics of the plants. I have a feeling this man's probably gonna sound like really full of himself because it's also like a beginner's book, but I'm excited about it nonetheless because it focuses on studying, classifying, and collecting plants, which I love. So, got this book. And then the last book, and this one's written by a woman, and she's thick. She's really thick. Look how thick she is. Essential Herbal Wisdom, a complete exploration of 50 remarkable herbs by Nancy Arrowsmith. I have a feeling that there are probably going to be some herbs in here that are sacred to Indigenous people, and I don't know if the author is white or not. Like, that's the thing. But what tends to happen is that white people go and they're like, oh, here's this plant that Indigenous people have been using for generations. I'm gonna be like, wow, look at this plant that I found and like all the cool things that I learned about it, when in reality they just stole that information from Indigenous people. I'm a little bit wary of this book. I'm excited to learn what it has, but I will also be doing some separate research about the herbs in here to see if any of the information in here was stolen by Indigenous people, just so like I can know and then be able to like credit them for that in my mind. And also, if it's sacred to them, not use it, because I'm white and white people need to stop culturally appropriating. Please and thank you. That's my library haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you want me to talk about any of the books in the video specifically, just let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the cat break. Those are my roommates. I also have another cat roommate and a human roommate. And that is all. I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye. She said, give me pets. That's my thigh! Your claws are going into my thigh. Hi, my baby. Oh, little baby! Oh, the baby! Oh, the baby Yuki! Are you so... Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Where you going? Huh? What's he doing? Okay, goodbye. I think she's leaving, which saddens me greatly. Oh no, she's just moving. Where are you going? You take a nap? Are you making biscuits? She's making biscuits. Yuki, you're so loud. She's so loud. But I love her. I'm very distracted. She's a beautiful kitty. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful, baby? Oh, your baby so cute. Oh, your baby so cute. Look at her. Hi, baby. This is ASMR cat purring in the background. I'm just gonna become an ASMR channel and it's just gonna be Yuki. But Yuki's cleaning herself. That's not the kind of ASMR we want.